Welcome to another edition of Time is Precious with me, Coach Precious, your emotional empowerment specialist. And I'm here with another good word for us on how to enjoy and appreciate the resource we have, the precious resource we have of time. We all have it, and how we use it and appreciate it is critical to our development in our lives and the quality of our lives as we live them from day to day, moment by moment. And I want to start with a positive affirmation, and you are free to use this as your own as well. But it is I attract positive opportunities and people who support my growth. I attract positive opportunities and people who support my growth. Now, as we let that sink in a minute, it sounds good, but it's even better when it's lived. It's better when it's true for the kind of life that we experience and the opportunities and the people who are a part of that journey of life that we're on. So I'm going to start at the top that I attract positive opportunities. Who doesn't love a good opportunity? It's exciting. It's new. It gives us something joyous, something out of the ordinary, makes us smile, either outwardly or inwardly, or both. So when it comes to positive opportunities, a key word I want you to remember is present. Present. Being present. And not just being present, I'm going to take a spin on that. It's also having a mindset that will support us in receiving these positive opportunities. Are you looking for any? Are you open to anything? Being present in this space called now and contemplating, thinking of, preparing for these positive opportunities, it's a good space because you tend to attract. Now I'm going to take out the tend. We do attract what we give off. So be present and be available for these opportunities. Be open for them. Be on the lookout for them also. When they come your way, expect it because you're living in that space. Because our affirmation is I attract positive opportunities and people who support my growth. So as this happens and as it unfolds for you and is revealed to you, it's right on target. It's right. You are right where you're supposed to be. So be present for these opportunities. Have a healthy mindset to prepare for and expect these opportunities. And be present in the right spaces and places. Well, we may say, well, what are those? Your mind, your gut, your intuition can guide you there. But I'll say this is even easier. Wherever you are, make it a positive experience. Make the place good because you're there. Or how do I flip that? It is good because you're there. Recognize that, appreciate that. So these positive opportunities, we don't always know where to go to find them. They're created. Some are even in the making right now. Some will be created for us in the future. But being present, being open to and expectant of these great opportunities and experiences, that's a good place to live in your mind and in your the physical spaces you occupy as well. So when you're in different places, different spaces, recognize it's a positive opportunity here because I'm here. Okay, I'm here and it counts. So every space you occupy, continue to appreciate the mindset of positivity and attract it. And you just never know what opportunities are already present or are being created for you and for your benefit. Okay, so be present. Be present to receive and achieve these positive opportunities that are meant for you. And there is enough for everyone. Okay. You're not taking someone else's, and there's no one taking yours because what is meant specifically for you is meant specifically for you. And what is for someone else, that's their story. We don't have to try to alter that or try to get someone else's because it's just it's someone else's. Focus on you, focus on the present, and appreciate what is yours and what is coming to you. Positive opportunities. It's exciting. It's an exciting space to occupy in your mind as well as in your the physical spaces that you spend time in. So present, being present is the first word. The second one for the people who support your growth, I want to use a keyword and it starts with R. It's relationships. Relationships. That's so important because everything we do in this life, it's impacted or it matters because of the relationships that we have. If we just were on an island by ourselves, I mean, how long would it take for that to get old? Um, why are we there? Who are we interacting with, either physically or in our mind? Because it's still about relationships. If it's just you, only you, that doesn't sustain you for the long haul. So when you think of relationships, I'm going to start with think about the relationship you have for yourself, with yourself. Because remember, I attract positive opportunities and people who support my growth. So there are other opportunities out there, not all positive. There are other people out there. Not all of them are championing your growth and your development and your success, but I attract positive opportunities and the people who do support my growth. So as you're seeking that out, and as you are just attracting it, law of attraction, who we are, what we are, we attract. Um, while you're doing that, what is your relationship with yourself? How do you view yourself? What is your self-talk? How's your self-esteem? Are you good enough for you, for yourself? That's so important. And I will say it's also a journey. It's a journey, and it's meant to be a journey because that's where we can build our muscles. Okay. When things are just ease, we don't even recognize the dynamics. We don't recognize what's happening. We're just living almost on autopilot. But when we face some resistance, oh, we are kind of sometimes caught off guard, but it makes us reevaluate. We got to back up a minute. Hey, hold on. And we got to figure some things out. So when you've faced resistance, when things have been brought to your attention, what do you go away with when it comes to your relationship with yourself? How do you like the person on the other side of the mirror? Who is this person to you? What is this person's value? What is this person's thoughts, beliefs, and how are those thoughts and beliefs turned into actions? How do you feel about the person on the other side of the mirror? So I would challenge us, spend some time there. Get to know who that person is and get to really create a healthy, safe friendship. What you would want or desire from others first is so important. I might do another talk on that later. It's so important to create that with yourself. It's just amazing because that person goes with you everywhere you go. You don't have access to other people always because they're their own selves and they're on their own journeys. They get to go, move, and live how they choose, but you take you with you everywhere you go. So spend time with yourself to appreciate and get to enjoy your own company. And if you're already there, build on that relationship, build on that friendship. But it's so important when you want to attract healthiness and people who support your growth, you first need to support your growth and your development. Do you do that for you, or are you waiting for it from the outside? Okay, just sit with that for a second if you need to. It's just critical that you are your first cheerleader, okay? And that you're not just waiting for something from somewhere else, someone else, that you aren't even giving to yourself. I guess that one hit home for me. That's something that I appreciate on my journey, that I've had to understand and appreciate. And so that one just hit with a little stronger punch. And I desire that for you, a healthy relationship with you, with yourself. The next relationship or series of relationships that are important are with others. What kinds of relationships do you have with those that you have the closest contact with, the most regular contact with? And in some of those instances, we don't always get to choose our people. Let's say if it's at work, you don't choose the people. Maybe you can choose whether to take the job or not, but leadership and other employees come and go. And so you don't have a say in who those people are. Similarly, in families, family units, we don't say who the people are. We show up or they show up, whoever comes first, and it is what it is. But what is your relationship with others? And do you know how to be your own best advocate and friend from the first comment that I shared a minute ago as far as relationship with self? And do you know how to let others in appropriately? Do you have healthy, say, boundaries? Are your walls lowered enough to actually see and appreciate people and what they bring to the table? Spend some time there because when we have other people who come into our lives, they can teach us a lot. They can teach us a lot about ourselves, even, and about how we interact with others. We want to remember we are attracting the kind of people who support our growth. These are people who are on our team, on our heart team, in our head team. They're aware and they feel in positive ways for us and for the progress of our lives. So make sure that as you are interacting with others, you are aware of what those relationships and experiences may say about you and how you interact with others. How do you appreciate them? Because how you treat others, come on, law of attraction, comes back to us. No one ever escapes anything. Okay. Now, we may feel there are times people have gotten away with things, but if you believe in the law of attraction and you reap what you sow, no, it just comes back. It comes back. So, how we treat others, how we respect them, how we interact with them, we will experience that again. Make sure you're mindful of that and you are appreciative of the other people who are in your life and our lives as a whole because they are teaching us things and they're giving us opportunities to get it right. Okay? The other people in our lives, they are teaching us things and giving us opportunity to get it right. Okay? Or to get it better as we continue to stay on um, that life path of growth and improvement and development because we're attracting people and opportunities who support us in our growth. And then think about your relationship with the different resources. Okay, time, which is important. That's our key here. Financial resources, our energy, making sure that your relationship with said resource is healthy. Okay. So the resource is just its own thing. How we interact it is where the beauty comes in. Okay. How we interact with time because we have it, appreciating it, benefiting from it, that has to do with the decisions we make, the ways we think, believe, and how our actions show those thoughts and beliefs. And so much has to do with how we think about ourselves, how we think about and interact with others, um, and then the resources that we've been given and have the ability to get or create. How do we interact with it? Is it the thing itself that we're after or a positive relationship with that thing? For example, do we have a positive relationship with money or does it control us? Do we have a positive relationship with time or are we scared of it, and afraid of it ticking away versus it's opening up new experiences for us all the time. So instead of a tick, tick, tick away, it's ooh, I'm excited. I'm anticipating. I'm excited now and appreciative of what I've gained and learned today. And I get to implement more of it the next minute, the next day. As I continue to live, I continue to glow, grow, bud, flower. So it's your perspective. How do you interact with these resources? So, time is precious. And remember, I attract positive opportunities and people who support my growth. That is my desire for you today. Be well.